Right everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a few jobs, two of them being to do with this generator here. So first one is, as you can probably tell, the pull start is snapped on it, so I'm going to put this thicker paracord on as our new pull start. So that'll be our first job, and then we're going to need to clean the carb on it as well. So to start off, I've already undone these bolts, and you just take this right off, and then take your old paracord out of the like contact here, if you want to call it that. And then next we need to cut our new paracord to length. So I'll get back to you once I've done that. So at the moment I've cut the paracord to length, but a bit longer at the same time. Just it's better to have excess than not have enough. So I've posted it through and into here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fray the end of the rope with a match and then tie a knot so it won't slip out. So now we've got the new paracord coiled up with the I just did a double overhand knot on it in there, and now I'm going to fray the end of this bit, slide it through the handle and tie a knot in there to finish it off. So if we look at that, I've just did a double overhand knot and it's now done. So we just need to get it on there and see if it pulls. So guys, I've just put it on there, pulled the loose out, which as you can see was quite a lot, as I heavily overestimated the amount of cord I'd need. But let's just turn it on now and see if it'll start over. So I'll just grab this and then I can always adjust the handle after. There we go. So I'll just adjust the handle now, and then that's the first job done, and then I can get the carb off and start cleaning that, and I'll show you how. So what I've done here is I just did these little latches here and got the airbox cover off, and now I've swapped from my 10mm to my 8mm so I can get these bolts off, so I can take the airbox off to get a better look at the carb. So what I've done here is I've obviously took the air filter off and this back part of the airbox, and then obviously the front casing. The back part was held on by these two nuts, which are obviously holding the carb on, along with this little stabilizer bolt in the back here. So now the car, I also unhooked these, obviously. The carb should just pull off, and obviously unhooked the fuel lines. So now we've got our carb here. So now we've isolated the carb. What we need to do is get ourselves a bucket, some carb cleaner and an old toothbrush, and then we just get straight into cleaning it really. So I'll show you how I've done that now. So as you obviously know, the first section of the video was doing the pull start, but now this section is the carb. So what we've got here is just I think it's pretty sure it's like a 10 litre bucket or something like that. I'm not too sure. I will have to look up on that, but it doesn't really matter what size you have, as long as it's watertight and doesn't let any of this carb cleaner get out, because it is a corrosive material. So yeah, it's not the best to get in your hands and stuff. So I do recommend wearing gloves, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna have to just go with it. So first, just look at your carb. It's dripping a bit of fuel out, but just look look at it. Just quickly open this real quick so you can see inside. I'll come back in a second once I've opened it. So I also took the cover off there for the float, and the float is now obviously visible. So if you look in there, you're just looking for any dirt, grime, anything that you think could be bad for the carb. So if you want, you can unpin your float, but I don't recommend, as the pin is very small and can sometimes get lost. But I can see bits of dirt down in them gaps, so I think I'm gonna have to, as it looks quite hard, so I think I'll need to get in there with the toothbrush. So I'm gonna take the pin out and show you underneath the float. So that's with the float out. There's the little pin in there, and then the little other pin there. It basically keeps the float in place. So as you can see, there's some grime down there and down there. And we also want to make sure that in the jets here, so this is the main jet and that's a pilot jet, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to make sure that there's no grime in them, and if you need to, it's best taking them out and cleaning them and making sure you can see right the way through them. Basically just means so that there's no restricted fuel flow, as this generator has been cutting out after a few minutes with something plugged in, as it required more fuel flow and the carb just wasn't allowing it, as one of the jets were blocked. So I'm going to have to clean them now, and obviously clean inside of where the float is stored in here, in the bottom of the carb, and also clean this bottom bowl, because as you can see where the nut goes through there's a lot of grime on the outside. So I'll get doing that now, and once I've finished I will come back to you. But just, yeah, as I say again, this is a warning for anyone who's doing this at home. Please wear gloves, as carb cleaner is corrosive. So if you're doing this with bare hands, which I do not recommend, you might feel a bit of tingling, and I'd wash your hands straight after, as I say, it's a corrosive material and it can cause forms of skin cancer. So it's just a warning for you. So I'll get doing this and then I'll come back to you in a minute. So guys, the carb is all cleaned. I did do the outside as well as best as I could, as it was very dirty. And even if there's dirt on the outside, sometimes, you know, you might find it on the inside as well, so I decided to clean that off. But yeah, put the floor back in, and just gonna put the bowl back on, and then I'll refit it to the generator. So as you can see, I've got the bowl back on under there, and I've just push the carb back in, and put this little spring, I've connected that back up, and this bar right here, which obviously goes down into the engine. And if I'm being truthfully, I don't really know what it does. I'm pretty sure it's like the throttle, but I'm not, honestly I can tell you, because I'm honestly not an engine guy. I just do things I sort of need to fix things and learn as I go. But anyway, enough talking. Get this hooked back up, then put this plate back on and get things bolted back in. So I've now got the back of the airbox on. I'll then swap over to my 8mm from my 10mm to then put the actual air filter on. I might give it a clean as well, just because it's looking a bit dirty from where I've had it off. So I'm going to go give this a clean, and just with water, and make sure it dries out. And then I will hook it back up, got my bolts there, and then just need to put the front of the airbox back on, and then it's done. So I'll go and clean it now, make sure to not get any more dirt in it, and yeah, I'll put it back on and see how she runs. So I've got the actual filter on in the back of the airbox. Now all I need to do to finish it off is firstly just make sure it's all dry inside of here. The front, just flip these up so we can get it on. It's going to be a bit stiff to get on, but there we go. If we just do this, clip that one in, over here. Clip that one in. Now that's stable and it's all done. So just turn the fuel on. Might take a few pulls to get some fuel through, but let's just check. So I'm not going to cut this, just so you know I'm not having your own. So just in the carb clean and stuff. Just put that up there and start pulling. So I'll just put that on here. Right, make sure she's on. Right, where's this at? I'm pretty sure that's choke. And it's now running like new. I've got a call answer, so I'm gonna do that. So this is the end of the video. I was planning on doing some other things today, but need to do some things with the horses. So now that's it's the end. Did the carb, but we had to take the whole airbox off and everything else, and I'll give you a step by step on how to do that. And I also did the pull card, which was most definitely the easiest part, and I also give you a step by step on that as well. Fuel's on, switch is on. Let's see if she starts. Well, I know she starts because we already did it, but just to end off the video, I'll just show you the final product. Put the choke on. So that's the end of today's video of reviving this pretty old generator, to be fair. Hasn't been running for a few months. So pull card obviously needed doing, that's why I got put away in storage. And then carb needed doing, as it obviously got clogged up and a bit dirty. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching and see you guys later. If you want to see any videos about any pit bikes, I've got one then, a little project at the back, or any other horses or around the farm, put in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching, see you guys later, goodbye.